In the dark world of crime, bank robberies are often filled with action and tension, but the case of Robin, a robber who terrorized Albuquerque, New Mexico, stands out as particularly unsettling. It all began on December 29, 1998, when a typical day at a local bank turned into the scene of a violent heist. Robin, an ordinary-looking man, approached the teller with a gun, demanding cash. He left behind a package of dye explosives designed to mark the stolen money. Thus began a series of heists that would keep the police and FBI on high alert for months. Rumors spread rapidly, and alarms were sent to both local authorities and the FBI. At first glance, it seemed like an ordinary robbery, but it soon became clear that Robin was an unusual thief. Investigating agents found that there were no screams or gunfire. Many customers didn't even realize they were being robbed. Robin was clever and meticulously planned each move. This made identification exceedingly difficult. Over several months in 1999, Robin repeated his modus operandi across multiple banks in Albuquerque, successfully completing numerous heists. He did this in a single day while displaying ever-increasing aggression. As time went on, the violence escalated. He began to physically threaten employees and grew bolder in his actions. Reports indicated that he might have been under the influence of drugs, which exacerbated his erratic and dangerous behavior. The FBI utilized the media to encourage public vigilance. Despite receiving numerous tips and potential sightings, the robber always managed to escape authorities. With each new heist, Robin's notoriety grew, making it increasingly challenging for law enforcement. Hope finally emerged in August 1999 when Carlita, the ex-wife of Byron, the prime suspect, came forward with vital information. She revealed that her ex-husband was the thief they were hunting. This confirmed suspicions. Byron had a violent past and a notorious reputation, attracting the attention of investigators. However, when agents arrived at Carlita's apartment, an intense shootout ensued. This allowed Byron to escape yet again, prompting a massive mobilization of law enforcement. After hours of fruitless searching, investigators began tracking local gang members who might be protecting Byron. One informant bravely risked his life, recording conversations that provided critical leads for the capture of the robber. This strategy paid off, and after a series of coordinated operations, Byron was finally located. Tension mounted as his arrest was confirmed, and despite the pressure from law enforcement, Byron showed no signs of surrendering. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison. However, the story of Robin did not end there. He executed a daring escape and once again plunged into the darkness of crime, causing further chaos with his continued robberies. Ultimately, thanks to a substantial law enforcement effort, he was captured once more. However, this time, his violent actions led to an additional 40-year sentence, compounding the original punishment. This chilling account of the bank robber Robin serves as a stark reminder that crime has devastating consequences. It also underscores the importance of collaboration between law enforcement and the community to eliminate crime effectively. If you enjoyed this video and want to support our work, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Staying vigilant and informed can help reduce criminal activity in our neighborhoods. So be sure to participate and share this story with others. Your engagement can make a tremendous difference in spreading awareness and supporting efforts towards safety and justice. The mysterious case of Mauricio Leal and his mother. In a striking, newly surfaced material, an unprecedented video has once again grabbed global attention. Due to its connection with the tragic case of Colombian hairstylist Mauricio Leal and his mother, Marlene Hernandez. The footage, revealed by Noticias Caracol on August 11, 2024, shows Leal's final moments, appearing weak and blood-stained on a bed beside his mother, in alarming conditions suggesting a fatal outcome. In this video, we will delve into all the details surrounding this chilling story, from the beginning to the revelation of the video. Born in 1974 in Colombia, Mauricio endured a challenging childhood, marked by his parents' separation, ultimately making his mark in the hairstyling world by achieving great fame and success. Over his career, he attended to many celebrities and opened salons in various cities, establishing himself as a cornerstone in his field. Concurrently, he maintained a very close relationship with his mother, whom he ensured lived comfortably in a luxurious residence in Bogotá. Mauricio's friends described him as a generous and dedicated individual, always ready to help others. However, everything changed on November 22, 2021, when Mauricio sent a message to his driver, indicating that the housemaid would not be needed that day. This unusual behavior alarmed friends and family, as Mauricio was known for his dedication and responsibility at work. Concern for his well-being quickly grew among his loved ones, who tried to contact him but received no response. In the days that followed, tragedy struck. Mauricio and Marlene's bodies were found in their home, showing signs of a violent attack. The police initially suspected a double murder, followed by Mauricio's suicide, supporting this theory with a letter supposedly left by him. However, friends and family refused to accept this narrative, arguing that the bond between them was too strong for such an ending to occur. Comments from those who knew him suggested that such a crime was inconceivable, given the ties of support and love they shared. The truth began to unfold when investigations took a new turn, concluding it was a double homicide. With testimonies and evidence in hand, authorities started pointing to Jonier, Mauricio's brother, who had motives and opportunities to commit the crime. Jonier's envy and financial problems, along with inconsistencies in his version of events, placed him in a suspicious position, casting doubt on his innocence. Finally, in January 2022, Jonier was arrested and charged with the murders, although he maintained his innocence. However, the evidence against him was overwhelming. In February 2024, he was found guilty of murdering his mother and brother and sentenced to 55 years in prison, practically a life sentence given his age. With the recent revelation of the video, which adds a new twist to this complex case, many wonder if this evidence will change anything or merely serve as another layer in an already devastating narrative. The police and the prosecution are probing the video for more clarity, but can it truly alter the perception of Jonier and his guilt? It is vital to closely follow the case's evolution, which, although believed to be closed, continues to generate controversy and suspense in the public eye. The Virginia Bailey case began when her friend and financial advisor, Christine Lloyd, was in charge of her house while she was in San Francisco. Christine had been an important figure in Virginia's life, but their relationship turned dark when a fierce fire ravaged Virginia's home, revealing a sinister secret. Following the fire, investigators discovered that Virginia had been murdered days before the incident, triggering a complex investigation into her death and Christine's involvement. Inspector Allbears, in charge of the case, arrived at the fire scene and, after an initial analysis, began to suspect that it had not been a simple accident. The autopsy revealed that Virginia had been dead for at least 3 days before the fire, framing the crime as a meticulously planned murder. Additionally, the presence of larvae in the body indicated that the death had occurred well before. The combustion patterns in Virginia's home did not align with an accidental fire, leading investigators to believe that the blaze was intentionally set to cover up the crime. Christine, after the fire, claimed she had returned to salvage Virginia's belongings, but her actions and statements raised suspicions. During the investigation, irregularities were discovered in the rental unit of Virginia's home, including an unusually maintained refrigerator, and the disconnection of the smoke detector, which pointed to a possible attempt to stage the crime scene. Inspector Bears and his team decided to dig deeper into Christine's background, as she was the only person with access to the house and the apparent sole beneficiary of Virginia's finances. As the investigations progressed, disturbing details about Virginia's finances emerged from her bank accounts. It was found that Christine had been diverting substantial sums of money from Virginia's account, an embezzlement scheme that included checks cashed from an account of a woman named Mercy Lloyd, who turned out to be her deceased mother. Through financial records, Inspector Bears began to piece together the criminal puzzle. Moreover, police discovered that Mercy Lloyd's death had been classified as accidental, despite the circumstances surrounding her passing. This connection led investigators to question whether the two crimes were linked, and if Christine was responsible not only for Virginia's murder, but also for her mother's death. Re-examinations of forensic evidence and handwriting analysis linking Christine to fraudulent behavior positioned her as the prime suspect for prosecution. Ultimately, after a year of investigation, the evidence was sufficient to bring Christine to court. Her refusal to speak with detectives and her attempts to deflect attention only fueled further doubts about her actions. In July 1995, she was arrested again, and after a prolonged wait, her trial took place, marking a turning point in an arduous journey for justice. The prosecution's case relied heavily on forensic evidence, which painted a clear picture of premeditation and sinister intent. Compelling testimonies also highlighted the financial motives behind the murders, leading to an emotional closing argument. Christine Lloyd was ultimately convicted for first-degree murder of Virginia and Mercy, receiving 2 consecutive life sentences, a fitting punishment for her calculated crimes of avarice and treachery. This case highlighted the risks represented by friendships when greed and desperation take hold. At the same time, it illustrated the importance of the work done by investigators and forensic experts who remain steadfast in their pursuit of justice. The story of Virginia and Mercy serves as a chilling reminder that deception and betrayal can often be closer than we imagine. If you found this narrative valuable, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like on the video.